Season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. He's going to take a shot right away. Snatches it on the right. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. He'll do it himself. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Continues to fight for yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Nice move there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Third down play from the gun. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Motion from the back. finds a little space. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A run for the quarterback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He'll take it himself. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll leave it with him. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut block.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. On the direct snap, it's Massey. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one, they need 8 on second down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Hicks. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Sullivan. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire play.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
There he goes. Got some room in under the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Spartans. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got a little space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Spartans are in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Spartans are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And his first pass is incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punch it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It'll be a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans are on the move. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move, he fires. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Power football with the run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll be brought down. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Look out, he's got room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The give to the tailback. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Spartans want to move quickly.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen.
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Michigan State prides itself doing it on the ground. They've done it for a long time. Guys like Javon Ringer and a huge list of people who could put up numbers.
And all the way up to Le'Veon Bell, Kenneth Walker, and guess what? Bring another guy in the box. Yeah, go ahead, defense. Bring another guy in the box. Michigan State don't care. They're going to run the football. That's their identity. That's who they are.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. From the gun, the running back has it. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it behind the line. It's Massey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. It wasn't the big...
There he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss to the outside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Might as well give it to him again. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Finding open areas. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running to Green. Runs through the tackle. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Direct snap. Made a defender miss. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll try the counter. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Spins away from the defender. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They want to run this quarterback.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. On the move is the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that is another first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. Wants to pass. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Spits it out to the back. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Fights off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. On fourth down, looking to pass. Working that left side now. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And that's going to be a lot of contact. But no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Hicks. Swings it out to the flat. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hope to push this edge out to a field goal. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sullivan. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Quarterback on the keeper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's in. And the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to